Today we're tackling a question that's probably crossed your mind if you've ever considered buying an SUV. Do you really need to spend big, sometimes ridiculously big, on an SUV to get genuine, reliable off-road capability? Is the hefty price tag truly justified when the asphalt ends and the real adventure begins? Many automatically assume that a pricier, more luxurious 4x4 is inherently better when it comes to tackling tough terrain. It's easy to fall into that line of thinking. The perception is that more money equals stronger components, tougher build quality, and the ability to conquer absolutely any landscape. The idea that it can go absolutely anywhere. But is that perception actually true in the real world? That's precisely what we're here to find out today. We're putting that assumption to the ultimate test. To answer this question definitively, we've brought two very different vehicles to a seriously tough and demanding off-road course. One is a legendary, globally recognized icon, synonymous with off-road prowess and carrying a price tag to match its reputation. The other is a budget-friendly hero, a vehicle that proves you don't need to break the bank to have some fun off the beaten path. Our primary goal here is simple, yet crucial. We want to see if the significantly more costly SUV is truly worth the extra cash outlay when the going gets tough and the terrain becomes unforgiving. Or perhaps if the affordable underdog can not only keep up with its more expensive rival, but potentially even outperform it and emerge victorious. This isn't just a dry comparison of technical specifications on paper, it's about observing real-world performance in challenging conditions. We're going to push both cars through thick, clinging mud, up incredibly steep and rocky hills, and over a variety of demanding and unpredictable obstacles. We'll be closely observing how their advanced technology and overall design handle the immense pressure of this challenging course. The big question is, does paying significantly more actually get you a vehicle that's demonstrably 3 times better in real-world, off-road situations? Or does the seemingly humble and affordable hero have some surprising capabilities and hidden strengths in store for us? It's a well-known fact that many people buy large, imposing SUVs primarily for navigating city life. Often they never even come close to utilizing the advanced off-road features that they've paid for. But for those who genuinely need a vehicle to confidently and reliably cross tough and unpredictable terrain, this test is of paramount importance. We're about to uncover what factors truly matter most when the going gets incredibly tough and the conditions become truly challenging. Is it simply raw, brute power and sophisticated electronic systems? Or does the key lie in a combination of lightweight mechanical simplicity and clever engineering? So without further ado, let's get started and finally find out the answer to this crucial question. The answer we uncover today might just fundamentally change the way you think about your next vehicle purchase, especially if you're considering an SUV. So, buckle up and stay tuned, because this is going to be an eye-opening adventure. Let's meet our contenders, two very different machines ready to tackle the wild. First, the Dacia Duster 4X4, famous for value, a plucky underdog ready to prove its worth. It's a vehicle that democratizes off-roading, making it accessible to a wider audience. Costing just £23,000, it represents incredible bang for your buck in the 4X4 world. A true budget champion, it's light, nimble and powered by a modest 1.2-litre engine designed for efficiency and everyday usability. That engine produces 130 horsepower, channeled through a manual gearbox, offering a direct and engaging driving experience. It also features a basic off-road mode, providing some electronic assistance when the going gets tough. No fancy locking diffs or low range here. It's a simpler system relying on clever engineering and weight distribution, but it does have good ground clearance, allowing it to clear obstacles and a tight turning circle, making it surprisingly maneuverable in tricky situations. Now, the heavyweight Toyota Land Cruiser, a name synonymous with off-road prowess and legendary reliability. An off-road icon, a vehicle that has conquered some of the harshest environments on the planet. But at £74,000, it's a serious investment, placing it firmly in the luxury 4X4 category. That hefty price tag means it's over 3 times the Duster's price, a significant difference that raises the stakes. Under the hood, it packs a 2.8-litre turbo diesel, a powerhouse designed for serious off-road work. That engine delivers 204 horsepower and a massive 500 nanometers of torque, providing immense pulling power and effortless cruising, and with all that capability, it weighs over 2.3 tons, a testament to its robust construction and heavy-duty components. The Land Cruiser boasts low range, allowing for precise control and maximum torque in challenging terrain. It also features locking diffs, ensuring that power is distributed to the wheels with the most grip, maximizing traction. Multiple off-road modes allow the driver to tailor the vehicle's settings to suit the specific terrain, optimizing performance, and advanced cameras provide a 360-degree view of the vehicle's surroundings, aiding in precise maneuvering and obstacle avoidance. Oddly, despite its size, its ground clearance is a bit less than the Duster's, a potential disadvantage in certain situations. And its larger dimensions mean it's less nimble in tight spaces, requiring more careful planning and execution. The Toyota wears all-terrain tires, a good compromise between on-road comfort and off-road grip. The Duster, on the other hand, is equipped with winter tires, optimized for cold weather and slippery conditions, so we have two very different approaches, each with its own strengths and weaknesses. The Duster is simple and light, relying on basic mechanics and a nimble chassis to overcome obstacles. The Land Cruiser is complex, heavy, and loaded with tech, using brute force and electronic aids to conquer the terrain. On paper, the Toyota looks unstoppable, a true king of the off-road, but off-roading is unpredictable. Sometimes simplicity wins, and the underdog can surprise us all. This is brains versus brawn, a classic battle of wits and power. Simplicity versus sophistication, a test of two very different philosophies in the world of off-roading. Which philosophy will win? Which vehicle will prove its mettle in the face of adversity? Let's put them to the test and see what they're truly capable of. The battle begins, and only one can emerge victorious. First up, a true test of off-road capability. We're pitting these vehicles against a challenging uphill climb, a slippery, grassy uphill drag race. The conditions are far from ideal, with mud and loose soil making traction a real issue. It's a battle of power versus finesse, and we're about to see which approach prevails. The Land Cruiser, a behemoth of off-road engineering, stands ready. With its formidable power output and aggressive all-terrain tires, it seemed the clear favorite to conquer this muddy slope. It's built for challenges like this, or so we thought. But as the race began, the reality of the terrain started to bite. Its wheels spun, struggling for grip on the treacherous surface. All that power was proving difficult to manage. The heavy Toyota dug into the mud, its weight working against it. Traction control fighting hard to maintain composure and find purchase, but the mud was relentless. Meanwhile, the lightweight Duster, the underdog in this scenario, prepared to show its mettle, found grip instantly and shot up the hill with surprising ease. It was a stark contrast to the Land Cruiser's struggles. Despite less power and simpler tech, the Duster had a trick up its sleeve. The Duster's low weight and smart 4WD system won the day, proving that sometimes less is more. It floated over the surface, seemingly gliding across the mud, while the Land Cruiser fought its own bulk, sinking deeper with every rotation of its wheels. The Duster reached the top first, a clear victory against all expectations. A shock result that highlights the importance of weight distribution and agility in off-road scenarios. Lesson learned. In off-roading, weight can be the enemy, especially when the terrain gets tricky. The Duster's clever, lightweight design, prioritizing efficiency over sheer power, proved to be the winning formula. Outperformed brute force and expensive tech, showcasing the value of intelligent engineering. The underdog landed the first punch, setting the tone for the rest of the competition. For this test, 2 points to the Duster, a well-deserved reward for its impressive performance. 1 to the Land Cruiser for simply showing up and providing a valuable comparison. The cheap car takes the early lead, proving that you don't need to break the bank to have fun off-road. Sometimes less really is more, especially when it comes to navigating challenging terrain. The score is set. Let's move on to the next challenge and see if the Land Cruiser can redeem itself. Next challenge awaits, and it promises to be even more demanding. Next, a dense woodland course, narrow, winding, full of ruts and tight turns. The Duster went first, its compact size and tight turning circle shining. It zipped through gaps, sailed over bumps, and finished quickly. The Land Cruiser, much bigger, struggled in the tight spaces. More three-point turns, careful maneuvering, and slower progress. Its traction was great, but its size was a real handicap. The Duster's agility and ground clearance made it the clear winner. For typical countryside tracks, being small and nimble is a huge advantage. The Land Cruiser could do it, but it was hard work. The Duster did it with ease. Once again, the cheaper car outperformed its expensive rival. 2 points to the Duster, 1 to the Land Cruiser. The Duster extends its lead. Agility matters more than muscle here. The contest heats up. On to the next test. Time to head downhill, a steep, slippery descent. This tested each car's hill descent control. The Duster's system worked well for a budget car, kept speed low, managed braking but felt a bit rough. It got down safely but lacked polish. The Land Cruiser's system, part of its crawl control, was on another level. Smooth, slow and utterly controlled. No jerking, no drama. The Toyota felt planted and secure, making a tough slope feel easy. Here, the Land Cruiser's tech shone. For regular extreme descents, this feature alone could justify the price. The Duster passed, but the Toyota aced it. 2 points to the Land Cruiser, 1 to the Duster. The gap narrows. Technology takes the win this round. Let's see what's next. Next, a set of large, slippery offset steps testing chassis articulation and traction. The Land Cruiser went first, making it look easy. Its suspension flexed, wheels stayed grounded, and locking diffs kept it moving. It climbed the steps with no fuss. The Duster struggled, less suspension travel, no locking diffs. It lifted a wheel, lost traction, and needed skillful driving and momentum to make it up. Not pretty, but it got there. This test showed the Land Cruiser's hardware is built for extremes. The Duster can manage, but it takes more effort and skill. The Land Cruiser makes it easy for anyone. 2 points to the Land Cruiser, 1 to the Duster. The scores are now tied. Both cars are proving their worth. The competition is fierce. Next up, stability. Now a steep side slope, testing stability and grip. The Duster's lightweight helped it feel secure and planted. Even at steep angles, it held its line. Winter tires gripping well. No drama, just confidence. The Land Cruiser, heavier, felt even more solid thanks to its wide stance and all-terrain tires. Its advanced suspension kept it level and stable. Both cars completed the challenge, but the Land Cruiser felt slightly more composed at the limit. A close contest, but the Toyota edges ahead. 2 points to the Land Cruiser, 1 to the Duster. For the first time, the expensive SUV takes the lead. Stability matters, but both cars impressed. The final challenge awaits. Who will win? The final challenge, a steep, rocky, rutted uphill scramble. The Duster attacked with spirit, bouncing and scrabbling up using momentum and careful driving. Against all odds, it made it to the top. A giant-killing performance. The Land Cruiser followed, engaging low range and locking diffs. It crawled up calmly, no drama, no wheel spin. The Toyota's engineering made it look easy. But the Duster's achievement was astonishing for a budget SUV. The Land Cruiser did it better, but the Duster did it at all. For its heart and determination, we awarded the win to the underdog. 2 points to the Duster, 1 to the Land Cruiser. The final score, a draw. Both cars proved their worth. Sometimes heart matches hardware. The showdown ends in a tie. What does it mean for buyers? After all the tests, it's a tie. A huge win for the Dacia Duster. A car costing a third of the Land Cruiser matched it across tough challenges. The Duster's lightweight, simple design let it punch above its weight. For most people, countryside living, muddy tracks, snowy lanes, the Duster is more than enough. It's practical, cheap to run and tough. The Land Cruiser is for those with extreme needs, expeditions, remote adventures, heavy towing. Its tech and toughness are unmatched, but come at a price. The lesson, more expensive, isn't always better for everyone. The Duster proves smart, affordable design can deliver real performance. Think about what you truly need from a car, not just what you want. Choose wisely.